Hey YouTube, it's Sean, riffing RC plane. So another crashed airplane found in the dumpster. This makes my third one, maybe fourth, that I have found in the dumpster and brought home. We had the Valiant that had a receiver and a motor in it, and I think a couple servos, and then we had the FMS Avanti, and now we got the Cirrus. There was one other one before. These people crash them, and then they just leave them.
Well, look what I happened to see again. Before I even parked, I was looking at the trash can. What do we have here? Oh man, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Look at this guy. Oh man. I'll let you know what it's all about when we get it home.
It's kind of like the way they leave them is they left them for me to pick up. Do you live in an apartment complex? You ever lived in a complex? And around the trash compactor or the dumpsters, you know, if somebody's getting rid of something and it's good, you know, they don't put it in the trash, they set it next to the trash. That's kind of how this was. You know, this person could have stuffed the plane down in the trash, but they didn't. They set it on top. And it was raining, and I got lucky that the electronics were still dry. But this thing has got my mind boggled a little bit, especially some of these wiring with no there's no insulation on some of the wires, and just the way this thing's constructed. I looked at the replacement parts on Tower Hobby's website, and there's like 1,000 little plastic pieces, and there's like 200 screws. I mean, there's a lot to this plane. So I say we let's see what's all here. Let's see what's all damaged. Let's just check it out. So hang on. Before we get into it, just want to remind you that thank you for watching and liking, share, subscribe, leaving comments. That's the best way to support me. Not doing coupon codes, not having ad sponsors, not nothing. If you want to say thank you, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. That's the best way to support me. So hey, at 20,000 subscribers, we'll give away 3 jets. It can happen sooner than later. The odds have been real good for the previous winners. At 5,000 subscribers, we gave away a jet and a Aero Scout, and I think out of 5,000, like less than 250 signed up. So it's pretty good odds. So make sure you're subscribed and check to see if you're still subscribed. All right, before we start the autopsy, we'll do a little housekeeping. Let's start with these wings and the servo wires. At my first glance, I said, man, these wires got stretched so far that it pulled the protective coating off of them. No, I mean, what is this? Fiber optic? It's like that on both of them. So there's two servos in each wing, one for the flat, one for the aliens. And then there's lights. I guess the lights, they don't have shielding on the wires. So I'm thinking, do they have them routed in such a way that they just wouldn't touch each other, or you know, what's the technology here? I mean, is this money or is this weight? Money or is it weight? So I definitely want to see I want to see, you know, if it conducts electricity or not. So we're going to put some power to it. All right, we'll start with one wing. I went and got a Y harness, so it's got two plugs on the end. Ooh, I don't know if it's going to reach right there. We'll see. So the one with no shielding on it is all the way over here on the right, and the signal is down. Why does it have a signal just for lights? I don't know. I guess we can take these out of the little connectors. These little wing connectors is what I was trying to do for the Timber X. All right, different Y harness. All right, that bad boy's plugged in. And then a battery. The lights came on. Oh, there's 2 lights. That's why there's 3 wires. The navigation one and then a landing light, I think they call it, right? Before we find out if it conducts electricity or not, let's put the servo tester on it and see if our servos operate. Oh, the autopsy. The autopsy. Alright, so we'll take and the second one over. I don't know which one that is. Oops. Oopsie, oopsie. And then we got our cheap little servo tester here. Give it some juice. Then we'll hit center. And then we'll plug it in. And if it's the alien, it's centered. I'm going to turn it down. Yeah, it is the alien. So we know this servo wasn't the cause of the accident. Let's check the flap. I don't need to put it on center though. I don't know where it's going to go. We'll just be quick with it. We'll just be quick with it. So the flap's probably at, I don't know where it's at right now. Don't know what setting it would be at right now. So now we're plugged into the flap. I still got the servo tester on center. And there it went. Now I got it on manual. It's working, but it's all, all goofed up. So that's one wing. And here's the other wing. I'll run through it real quickie. So we'll do the lights first. Lights, camera, and action. Lights, camera, action. All right. I don't know if that one's supposed to be red and white or, yep. Being that it's got 3 wires, I guess it's for both of them, maybe. Maybe if I change the tune of the servo tester, the lights will change. Nope. Nope. All right, got it on center. Let's go for the next contestant, and I guess that's the alien. Yep. So both alien servos are working. Here goes the flap. Well, they call it a split flap, I guess. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I just plugged into the light. Sean. There we go. This one actually works pretty good. So the servos, I would say they're good, and the lights are good. And these little wing connectors, this is what I was trying to come up with for the Night Timber X. I like that plane, but I need to transport it in pieces. And plugging in 8 servo wires is just not much fun, put it that way. So I've been trying to come up with some kind of quick connect thing without adding a bunch of weight. And this is a quick connect. So you got 2 screws, and then you just slide the servos in, and then there's a couple of set screws that just hold pressure on them. You can see them in there. Yeah, something like that. If they had them for 4, we'd be in business for the Night Timber X.